All right, so number 32, it says that there's this brick patio and then it's surrounded by this stone path. So I kind of drew a little diagram of maybe what it looks like. And it says that that brick or the stone path around the outside is the same width. It's a uniform width. The overall outside shape here, our dimensions are 20 by 16. And we also know that this area inside is 140 square feet. So this is 140 square feet. I won't write this square feet. I don't have enough space in there. We don't really know the dimensions of that, but we know that this length here between is X, right? And then likewise here, because it's uniform all the way around, this is also X, okay? So I guess we could say that this length here, that one would be 16, which is this whole width, and minus the two stone paths, which would be minus 2x. And then here, this would be 20 minus 2x. Okay, so now that we have the dimensions of the brick, what is it called? The whole thing's called a courtyard. So the brick patio, we can go ahead and make an equation. All right, so we're going to say that length times width is equal to area. So we've got 20 minus 2x times 16 minus 2x equals to 140. Okay, so we can go ahead, we could expand that. When we multiply here, we're going to get 320, right? 200 and 120, so 320. What I'm doing here, just so I tell you, is we've got distributive property twice, right? Because we've got two binomials. So we're multiplying here and then multiplying again. So we've got to multiply by both parts, and then we do that again here. Okay, so go back to black. So 320, and then let's see, this would be minus 40x, and then minus 32x, and then that would be plus 4x squared equals 140. Okay, we're getting pretty used to this, adding all of the parts together and then setting them equal to 0. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put this x squared there. Let's double check, make sure these are all right before we move on. So let me just check that again. Okay, that's 320 minus 40x minus 32x plus 4x squared. Okay, good. So we're going to say that this is 4x squared. I'll put the in descending order, right? Minus 72x. And let's see, if I subtract 140 from both sides. Okay, so let me just note that. So I'm going to subtract 140 here, and if I subtract 140 here, if I subtracted 120, we'd be at 200, so it's going to be 180. Yeah. All right, so that is plus 180 equals 0. Okay, must be able to get a common factor out of this. It's a 4 and it goes into 72. Yes, 180 for sure. Okay, so let's factor out 4. That's going to be nice now. So x squared, and then let's see, it would be 36 and 2, so minus 18x plus 45 equals 0, and then we can factor that, right? So maybe I'll change colors. So we've got 4, and we've got x. It's a simple trinomial, right? Product of 45, and what are some factor pairs for that? So we could do 9 and 5. Could I make that 18? No, that doesn't work. What could work? 3 and 15. -3 and -15. That's going to work, right? So -3 and then -15. So when we go to for our solutions, so which either x has to be 3 to make this 0. So x would equal 3 or x equals 15. Let's just see if we need to rule any of those out. Could we have a path that's 15 wide? If that was 15 wide, then it would overlap the whole thing. It would be wider than the whole courtyard. So that we have to rule that out. So we're going to cross that out. Forget that, right? Because it's too wide. So the path is 3. What are the units? Feet wide. And we can go ahead and check that, because if we do check that, we would subtract 6, so that would make this 10, right? And then this would be, if we subtract 6, this would be 14, right? And now I can say, oh yeah, well that's 140. That works.